What's up, guys, and thanks for tuning in to English Turks, where I discuss your favorite Turkish series with and without English subtitles. And today I just want to just gather up from this past week that all the series that came out. Hercai was just out. Episode 14 of a lot of the new shows were out, and some new shows came out, like I can't remember the name, Aşk Aglatar and Çocuk. We got episode 2 of Çocuk. So it was just a lot of episodes out in the Turkish series world. And guys, honestly, I just had like an epiphany this week where I was like, oh, I normally, when people are like, oh, do you watch TV and stuff, I'm always like, no, I don't really watch that much TV. Because I don't have a television in my room. I literally do not sit in front of a television at all. But then when I thought about it this week, just trying to keep up with all the episodes, new seasons coming out and all these shows coming out, all these new episodes coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, I literally do watch TV. I'm not kidding you. Yesterday I had to watch 3 different Turkish shows because they all basically came out on the same day. Hercai or Yerdesen, I never pronounced that one right. Çocuk, I watched the English version of that because I watched it without subtitles, and then I watched it with subtitles, which makes a big difference. Hercai, I watched that, and then I also watched Benim Tatlım. I watched that. So I always say Benim Tatlı. I don't know, guys. We are English Turks, okay? We are not Turkish. We do not speak the Turkish language, but I hate butchering it, so I apologize to all my Turkish fans out there. I wish I could speak your language clearly, and I am learning, so be patient. So today I just wanted to talk to you about Hercai, which finally came back, and we got to see the opening episode, basically, for this new season. And honestly, I had to do catch up because I did not rewatch the last episode from season 1. I didn't have the time, so I just kind of went into it like blindfolded, I feel like, because I didn't necessarily remember exactly how everything ended off, but I like the way that they played into it, reminding us of all the stuff that happened and getting us caught back up through their conversations in the house that he rebuilt for her, and basically letting us see all the stuff that's happening. Now, the most interesting parts about the episode was the fact that they were really pushing on this divorce, and I was a little bit caught off guard. I was like, whoa, they are really pushing on this divorce. And I didn't think that she was going to agree to the divorce, and it basically went through this whole episode. The fact that that his wife, well, now ex-wife, but his wife's mom, she was being threatened with going back to an asylum. I never thought, like, she's usually really strong, but you know what? Just watching her interaction with the grandma, it's really difficult with Aziz. It's really difficult, but also really funny at the same time. I keep thinking, like, with them and with Yemen and all those episodes, like, these people, majority of their issues come from being too respectful or not wanting to speak up and speak out. There's so much that she has on Babane or Aziz. There's so much that she has on her, and she doesn't say anything. Like, she could literally bury this woman, and she doesn't say a word. And the same thing goes on with a lot of other series. They could just literally open their mouth and tell the truth, but they choose to hold it silent. So that was very interesting. Gosh, Miran getting shot up in the car like that threw me off guard. But we all know who hired the hit. It was not the uncle. It was not him. It was Aziz. You know that she did that so that he would think that it was them, and that he would turn his back on them. But he just doesn't understand the power of love. Okay, Miran is not gonna go down that easy, but Aziz is trying to get him back on. She's trying to reel him back in, but it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen that easily, honey. Bab Anne, you got it wrong. Okay, I'm sorry guys, I get so heated up about it, but honestly, when I was watching that, and then the guard was like, oh yeah, we sent some guys to go catch the people that shot the car, and she was like, we already know who it is, send them back. Yeah, right, because you know that you sent them to shoot up his car, and you made sure that they shot up the car in a way that he would not die. Of course he's not gonna die. You know she wasn't gonna, she was like, shoot up that car, let him think that they put out a hit on him so that he could turn his back against Reyhan and the family. And that's not what happened. I was so proud of Miran. Miran was like, listen, we're not gonna fight fire with fire. We are gonna, I need to show, his whole focus, his whole center point right now is getting Reyhan to trust him. But she didn't do herself any favors. Babane didn't do herself any favors, because she literally paved the floor for Reyhan to see Miran in a different light, because this whole time Reyhan just could not get over the fact of what he did to her, and then getting over the fact of what the family was trying to do to their family, and you know, all the stuff that was happening, all these little things that she was doing, like Babane was doing behind Miran's back, but making it look like Miran's the cause of all these situations. Like, all of that went to dust. All of that disappeared when Reyhan thought that Miran got shot to death. Like, all that went to dust. And that's how it is in real life. You never think about what happens if I'll never see this person again ever, and there's nothing, it's not like this person moved to another state or whatever. This person is gone from this world. When you think about that, you see things in a different perspective. All of a sudden, all the crap that you were holding on to and stuff that you didn't want to let go of, all of a sudden you let it go, because you realize how much you truly do love this person. And that's what happened to Reyhan. She had an epiphany, like, oh my gosh, what if, you know, I am fighting not to be with this man that I truly love, and now that I feel like I can't be with him ever because I think he's dead, to come to find out that he's not, of course she's gonna marry him. And it's not just because she wants to stop the blood feud. It's because she really does love him, and she wants to be with him, and she couldn't stand the idea of the fear of thinking that he's gonna die, or she's never gonna get to spend any time with him, because really it isn't a game. So I really love that about this episode. Now, will they truly be able to get married? I highly doubt it. That's not gonna be easy, but we did see in the previews for this whole entire season that she had a baby somewhere and all this stuff. So who knows, maybe midway through the season that marriage will happen, because he is getting the divorce. His wife did sign the papers, so now he's free of that, and basically he's gonna get married to Reyhan. And then Azat, on the other hand, we also have him, who might be heartbroken. Now guys, I have a thought in my mind, and I want to know if you guys think the same way. Okay, so I'm thinking that a big issue between Reyhan's granddad and Miran's grandmother is that house that he went back to. There was he obviously was in love with a girl named Aisha, or whatever, and you could tell by little hints here and there that something definitely happened to this girl in this house. But I think that Aisha is related to to Babane, and also related to her sister, who is working there undercover as a maid or clean or whatever. I feel like she's related to them. Either she is their sister as well, and I feel like that's probably what it is. She's their sister. She died in the fire, or what a fire was set, and probably Reyhan's granddad didn't have enough time to go and save her from the fire and couldn't do anything about it. But Babane doesn't see it that way. She probably sees it as you killed her. And I feel like that's like the bottom line basis of this entire thing. Because remember, when they went to go see this man who's responsible for the peace, he had said something along the lines of, we already squashed that beef from the past, not really knowing that Babane is still holding on to this. But and I believe like the granddad probably tried to explain himself, but Babane doesn't believe him, so she always says, it's what your family did, it's what your family did, it's what, and she keeps going on that and on that and on that. They probably were in a relationship that wasn't even approved by the families and probably ran away and tried to hide on this farm. You never know. There's so much that could be built on this storyline, but we know, you could tell already that this is really where the base of all this hatred's coming from. It's something to do with that girl Aisha and that fire. And you could tell that is simply somewhere in that storyline. So I can't wait to find out more about that. And I feel like Reyhan's true father, her real biological father, is gonna play into this story somewhere. It has to play into this story somewhere, because Bob Annen, knowing that that's not you know, the Shadalug, you know, their family name, I don't know, but that's not their real biological granddaughter, and she's only related by marriage, to still have so much contempt against her from the very beginning, it makes it difficult to believe that somewhere in her storyline plays into this whole story. So I can't wait to see that entanglement. And I've been chatting for so much just about Hercai, but I'm excited and I want to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments below, and I can't wait to see the next episode. Till next time, bye. Hey guys, don't forget to comment below, share this video, and if you want to see more,